Zensurance is Canada's leading business insurance broker, providing construction industry contractors and small business owners with the coverage they need in just a few simple minutes. Visit zensurance.com/DCN to get a free quote. You could save up to 35% on your annual premium. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Construction Record Express. I'm digital media editor Warren Frey, and with me today I have
Russell Hixson, staff writer at the Journal of Commerce.
Russell. I've been off for a week on vacation, but the news has been marching on. So why don't you tell me what you were working on last week?
Yeah, some of the big news that dropped was compulsory trades legislation. This is kind of the more formal step to introduce compulsory trades. And the big announcement is that the ITA will be no more. It will be called Skilled Trades PC, and there's going to be a change to the mandate for what they're supposed to do, specifically in inclusion and different things like that. We were able to get an interview with Andrew Mercier, who is the MLA for Langley, and he tried to answer questions that a lot of people in the industry are asking. How is this going to increase trades training seats? Because there's just wildly long wait lists. And that's something that a lot of people in the industry want addressed. We also asked Mercier about, ratios for smaller companies who maybe don't have the resources of larger companies to try and address those ratios. And he talked about how the legislation has language built in that allows people to get exemptions. And then we also asked him about, alternative and flexible training options for people who live in remote areas, remote communities, which may be especially true for Indigenous people, which the province has said they want to be a particular focus. And Mercier said that they've been looking at models that have been proven for that as well. So the debate for this is already heating up. We're getting op-eds about this. There's definitely a difference of opinion for various groups, and we're going to be writing a lot more stories about this in the future, I believe. So yeah, stay tuned, and we're going to cover every step of the way as this gets implemented over the next little bit here.
Okay, cool. And you also did a story about a project in Edmonton that you could elaborate on.
Yeah, so this is a project. It's the Coronation Park Sports and Recreation Center in Edmonton, which had several pretty unique things about it. First of all, it's a development in kind of downtown, like some prime Edmonton area, which is kind of rare for like a major city to have such a large space get redeveloped. Most of the time, places like that are already kind of built up. And so this is a nice opportunity to kind of take a mature, established downtown area and make some changes. It included a velodrome, which is a very highly specialized bicycle racing track. And they wanted to make it a competitive, like an internationally competitive velodrome. So they even had to bring on special engineers, I believe, from the UK, who are experts in creating these tracks, which have to be certified by, the various regulators of the cycling sport. And sometimes those guidelines aren't super clear. And so there had to be a subject matter expert brought on. But kind of the true spirit of this project was integrating kind of that high performance competitive space with also more community amenities. And it also like, for example, like the middle of the track, they put the track up on the second level and the middle's hollowed out, right? Because they go in a circle, and they put kind of community amenities in the middle. So people who aren't, obviously competitive international, professional cyclists, they can still watch and be a part of it and enjoy the sport while they do their thing. And also they design it for kind of the Edmonton climate as well. Where they have like tunnels and things linking it to other facilities. Like I think there's a pool facility that they linked it to. So you can do triathlons to where you can, do your swimming, and then you can, come over through the bridge or the connection to the next facility, and then you can do your run and your cycling, so you can get your triathlon done. And so that's pretty cool as well. And I know you're an Edmonton boy, so
Yes, I am.
you understand what it's like to kind of go through those winters.
Oh God, it's a bit much, frankly.
Right.
But it is interesting how Edmonton, and I can attest to this, having lived downtown in Edmonton. It is weird that it's not developed, but it's the way things kind of played out in Edmonton. Things sort of moved towards West Edmonton Mall in the 80s, and then only, not even recently, but like in the last 10, 15 years, have things sort of kind of shifted back to where there's
Right.
more focus on downtown which is, I mean, it does give them a palette to work with, which,
Sure.
like you said, most cities don't have.
No, for sure. So yeah, that's what's going on.
Okay. And in the East, Daily Commercial News staff writer Angela Gismondi attended a seminar last week entitled Beyond Trending, Confronting Anti-Black Racism, Not an Occasional Act. The event, held in celebration of Black History Month, featured a panel discussion with Black leaders within the labor movement discussing anti-Black racism and what Black History Month means to them. She also spoke to Ellis Dawn and the Canadian Construction Association about a bystander intervention training course they co-hosted virtually. The session was well attended, and the purpose was to equip organizations, leaders, and workers with the tools to help in situations where you believe someone is or may be bullied or harassed. And Daily Commercial News staff writer Don Wall recently wrote on the February 12th demolition of 3 smokestacks and 4 boiler buildings at the former Lambton generating station near Corunna in southwestern Ontario. They were brought to the ground by a series of detonations, effectively putting Ontario's coal-burning power era further in the rearview mirror. The demolition contractor hired by owner Ontario Power Generation was Quebec's Delson AIM. The window for the implosions opened this month, and a couple of days before demolition day, the weather predictions began to look favorable. Quote, "We were very pleased with how it all went. The key is the perfect weather condition," end quote, commented OPG's Director of Information Management, Neil Kelly. The former provincial Liberal government ended coal-burning power in Ontario in 2014. And that's it for this week's TCR Express. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music, and on the Daily Commercial News and Journal of Commerce websites. Thanks for listening.